Vanakkam, Namaste, and blessings to everyone. This is just a quick note as I am literally just about to head out the door. What we see right now in the skies is that the moon has been moving through Capricorn. It's gone past Saturn in the south node and it's about to conjunct Pluto. So this is a time, especially for the next, say, 13-14 hours, this is a time for us to really be looking at what we've put our energy into, what is worth our attention for the long run, what our visions, our larger understanding of what we've come to build on this planet and how are. And we are also being asked to look at any and all types of intergenerational contracts or obligations or debts that we have been carrying. Generally speaking, it's a good time for us to be looking at the weight of the karma that has been shaping our particular life paths and trajectories, and to allow ourselves to let go of what no longer resonates and applies. This is being supported by the fact that the North Node is in Cancer. Whatever we let go of now that is not in alignment is designed to take us back to our own spiritual home within ourselves. And the North Node and South Node and Saturn and Pluto are all squaring Vesta. Vesta is currently in Aries. So basically this is an alignment that asks us to say, let go of what no longer resonates so you can come to the home and the truth that you are. Now, at the level of the ego, you may think that you may be on the path and doing, what it is you need to be doing, what your worldview and idea of reality and humanity is. You may think that you've got all of this nailed down. But you always got to check back in whether, you're coming from a place of ego or you're coming from a place of spirit. Ego was evolved for a reason. But more often than not, we tend to overuse it. And on the spiritual path and journey, we ask ourselves to dissolve the ego mind and actually allow spirit to start leading. The more we actually step out of the cage of personality and conditioning, the more we actually step into that field of consciousness that is coming straight from a divine source. So sometimes, even though I keep saying align with the self, align with the self, align with the self, one of the most beautiful paradoxes or contradictions on the spiritual path and journey is that the more we align with ourselves, the less we realize we actually have to do. So try to stay away from ideas that, you got to take the bull by the horns, you got to direct this, you got to push this, you got to do this. If something feels like a very, 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 very strenuous Herculean effort that is leaving you drained, really ask, is it you? Is it the way you think the way you think things need to be done, or is spirit actually asking you to do this? And if so, check in if that is really spirit or if you're talking to the right spirits. Now, there's a lot of scope for releasing burdens and contracts, especially from generational lines at this time. Whatever work that you do, please always remember to ask the karma to be resolved and dissolved at a higher level so it doesn't repeat in any way. Just ask the energy to be released and ask it to go back to source. And that's about it. As we are letting go of all of these burdens and all of these unspoken collective agreements, we are actually providing the space to allow a new energy and new vibrations to come through. The energy will lift within about 13-14 hours from now as the moon enters Aquarius, and then it starts to trine the sun and Gemini, the sun and Mercury in Gemini. So that's when you can have, a lighter, freer, more forward-moving energy that's able to cut through some of this debris. But for now, just pay attention to what comes up, honor the lessons, try not to fall into a space of judgment, and just release what no longer aligns. The more you release, the more you align, the more what is naturally you, what is naturally yours will emerge by itself. That's just how it's been. Spirituality is at the end of the day, it's a very simple process, but humanity tends to try and complicate it a bit. But that's what I have to say for today. Take care. Many blessings. Ciao, ciao for now. Bye-bye.